Welcome to episode 61 of the Pulse of Physiology. I'm your host, Dr. Jim Davis, and today we're starting our journey through the urinary system, and we're starting with functions of the urinary system. The urinary system is an essential system that maintains fluid and ion balance, excretes waste, and plays a key role in regulating blood pressure and pH. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the major functions of the urinary system, the role of the kidneys and urinary tract, and the processes of urine formation. So let's get started. The urinary system is responsible for maintaining homeostasis by regulating extracellular fluid ion concentration, water balance and blood pressure, as well as the excretion of metabolic waste products. The kidneys are the primary organs of the urinary system, which regulate extracellular fluid volume, osmolarity, ion concentrations, and pH, while also excreting waste and producing hormones. The urinary tract, which includes the ureters, bladder, and urethra, serve to remove excess fluid, ions, and metabolic waste from the body. The nephron is the basic structural and functional unit of the kidney. Each nephron is responsible for filtering blood, regulating water and ion concentration, and forming urine. The nephron consists of the glomerulus, which is a capillary network where filtration occurs, the peritubular capillaries and vasa recta, which are capillaries that aid in reabsorption and secretion, and the renal tubules, and these are structures that transport and modify filtrate. Now, the fluid portion of the blood, which contains cells, proteins, ions, sugars, amino acids, and electrolytes, is the blood plasma. Now, plasma is similar to glomerular filtrate. Now, glomerular filtrate is the fluid that leaves the glomerulus from the plasma and enters into the Bowman's capsule. Filtrate is similar to plasma, except it lacks proteins and blood cells due to the filtration barrier. Proteins and blood cells are just too big to cross. There's also urine that we need to account for when we're talking about the urinary system. And so this is the final product, which contains water, electrolytes, nitrogenous waste such as urea, and other metabolic byproducts. Similar to filtrate, it does not contain blood cells or proteins. Now, in order to form urine, we go through many processes, and it's similar to cleaning out a junk drawer. So this involves filtration, which is removing plasma components from the blood into Bowman's capsule. This is where we empty the junk drawer. Then there's reabsorption. Reabsorption is essentially returning essential substances from the filtrate back into the bloodstream. Or in other words, this is like when you're cleaning your junk drawer and you put the useful items back in. Then there's secretion. Secretion is where we move additional substances from the bloodstream into the filtrate for excretion. And this might be where you've put something into the drawer, but ultimately decide we don't need it after all. And finally, there's excretion. Excretion occurs when we eliminate urine from the body, or in other words, throwing waste into the garbage can. So let's summarize with 4 key takeaways. The urinary system maintains fluid balance, regulates ions, and removes waste. The nephron is the kidney's functional unit, which is composed of the glomerulus, capillaries, and renal tubules. Blood plasma, filtrate, and urine differ in composition, with plasma containing proteins and cells, filtrate's protein-free, and urine contains only waste products. Filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and excretion work together to form urine and maintain homeostasis. So that's it for episode 61 of the Pulse of Physiology. I hope this episode has helped clarify how the urinary system regulates fluid and ion balance. Come back next time for episode 62, where we'll talk about the nephron structure and osmolarity changes through urine formation. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.